Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amani and I'll be your yoga teacher today. Today we are going through a yoga for better sleep flow. So if you are restless, if you can't get to bed, I know a lot of us are on our phones right before we're going to bed. I know I am. And you just find it hard to fall asleep. This video is for you. We will be using props today. So we'll use a bolster or a pillow. I just have my pillow. This is the pillow I sleep with. It's slightly firm, so I would suggest either getting a firmer pillow or get like a couple of pillows. You can also grab a few blocks if you have them. And yeah, we'll use them throughout today's practice, focusing on the hips, on the thighs, on the back. So, with all that being said, if you would like to use my playlist that I have created for this flow, you can go ahead and click the link down in the description. Or if you don't, you can use your own super chill, relaxed, laid back playlist for this flow. All right, so today we will start our practice in a supported back bend, one of my favorite poses to do. You'll need a bolster, pillows, anything to support yourself. If you want to go higher, it's a little bit less intense. For your back, you can even stack blocks underneath the pillow if you have them, or just put a couple of pillows underneath your back. All right, so you're turning to the long side of your mat and you're placing your bolster, pillow, whatever you have, right at your low back, and then slowly lowering yourself all the way down onto that block, pillow, bolster, whatever it is. You can place your hands on your belly or off to the side. Your knees can be bent with your feet on the mat, or you can even take a reclined bound angle with your feet together, knees apart. Just find something that you can settle into, something that is relaxing, and allow for your body to release and let go. And allow yourself to settle in and to really arrive on your mat for today's practice. If you're doing this right before bed, maybe letting go of your day, letting go of everything that happened, and allowing yourself to be present with your body and with your breath, noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. And then shifting your awareness to your mind, allowing for your thoughts to drift by, not holding on to any particular thought, noticing where your self talk goes. What are you saying to yourself in these moments? Simply observing. And then shifting your awareness to your physical body, checking in with yourself from your head all the way down to your toes. Noticing any soreness or stiffness. Maybe this supported back bend might be a bit much for some of us. If you've had a back injury, or if you just have a particularly tighter back. Thinking back to the breath, deepening your inhale and exhale. Again, taking a deeper inhale through the nose and then exhaling through the nose or the mouth. One more time, taking a deep inhale and then exhale, release. Practicing our pranayama for today's practice. You'll take your right hand, extend your right thumb, your pinky finger, and your ring finger, placing the right thumb onto the right nostril and keeping the left nostril free. You're going to inhale through the left nostril, block it off, release the right nostril, and then exhale. This time blocking the right nostril, releasing the left, and you'll repeat that again, inhaling through the left, blocking it off, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, block it off, and exhale through the left. We'll take 5 more rounds of alternate nostril breathing, inhaling through the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, exhale through the right. 2 more times. One more. Good. Releasing your hand back down to the ground. Taking a deep breath in and letting it go through the nose. Feeling any difference in the body. Feeling the calming effect of alternate nostril breathing. Maybe taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice today. Something you can take with you on and off your mat. This could be a word, a phrase, or an affirmation. And once you've settled on your intention, take a deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale, letting it out through the mouth. Good, beautiful job. Slowly, you're turning onto your side. Nice and gentle and slow, slower than you think. Move that pillow out from under you or your bolster. And then just come on to your back. Allow for the spine to rebound. You can bring your feet up if they were extended, or if you were in that bound ankle pose, you could always bring your knees together. Kind of have internal rotation for the hips, countering the external rotation you were doing in bound ankle. And then bring both knees into your chest, squeezing them in, rocking side to side, circling the knees a few times. One way, and then the other. Good. Coming back to center. And from here, we're shifting onto our belly. So take your time to roll over onto your belly, coming into Sphinx pose. Your elbows are by your chest and your hands are out in front of you, and you're lifting your chest up. We're just going to take a few breaths in Sphinx pose, pushing your hips into the mat. Just a light little back bend here. Release your glutes. And from here, you're planting the left hand down, lifting the right leg up. So your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And you're extending your right arm back to grab your right leg. So you're pushing yourself up through that left shoulder and left elbow, and you're pulling in your foot towards your glutes for supine half bow pose. So just pulling that in. If this feels a little intense or you feel like you don't want to prop yourself up with your shoulder, you could always grab your pillow, bolster, block, place it right underneath your chest and belly to kind of give you a little bit of support, and then bring that leg back in. Good. 5 deep breaths. Release the glutes. Looking straight down to protect the neck. And stretching the top of the right thigh. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly release the leg down. Bring the right arm back. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So lift that left leg up, point the toes, grab your left foot with your left arm and your left hand, and pull that foot in towards the glutes. Good. Breathe here. You're here for 5 breaths. Try your best to relax. Pulling the leg a little closer, feeling that stretch. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly release your legs, slowly release the arm back, and push yourself all the way up. Move that pillow and come into your child's pose. You're pushing your hips towards your heels. Your knees can be as wide as your mat to give your belly some room. Arms can be extended straight out, or you can bend your elbows, bringing your hands by your face for a less intense variation. Beautiful job. 3 more breaths here, really breathing into the low back, breathing into the glutes. Two more breaths. Really feeling it go all the way down to the belly. And then right back out towards your chest, your lungs, and out of your nose. Last inhale and exhale. And then shifting into a tabletop. Your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, and your hips are stacked over your knees. Knees are hip width apart. We'll just take a couple of rounds of cat-cow here, dropping the belly, look forward, and then exhale, round through the spine, push through the arms. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. 2 more times. And exhale. 1 more. Good. Now, coming back to neutral, we'll take some circles over the wrists. So shooting your chest forward over the wrists and then back. Exhale. Inhale, moving forward. Exhale, back. Good. 1 more this way. And then reverse. Breathing through it. Always remembering your breath throughout your practice. And then coming back to center. Bringing your hands closer together. You're stepping your right foot forward right on the outside of your hands and bringing your foot to the edge of the mat. Coming into lizard pose. So here you can grab some blocks, place them underneath your hands, or you can just come onto your forearms, whatever variation of lizard is most comfortable for you. We're going to be here for 5 breaths on each side. So take whatever feels good for the body and take your time here. So if you want to come onto the edge of the foot, or if you want to change even while you're in the posture, if you're up high, then go down low, you can do that. So find the variation that suits you the most, and then just breathe. Grip the mat to protect the wrists. 3 more breaths. Two more. And the last one, make it the deepest. Coming out of whatever variation you were in. If you were on your forearms, you can come back up. If you're on the edge of the foot, come back onto the foot and then swing that leg around. Maybe bump the hips side to side a few times, or take a few rounds of cat-cow here if you need it. Resetting, and then we're going to move on to the other side. Whenever you're ready, both hands close together. Step that left foot forward on the outside of the left hand. Drop the hips forward, finding whatever variation works for you. And it could be different on this side than it was on the other side. So if you were up high on this side and you want to come down onto the forearms on this side, you can do that if it's comfortable for you. If you want to feel what it feels like to be on the forearms, but it's a little intense still, you can grab some blocks and place them right under your forearms as well. Once you find your variation of the posture, taking 4 more breaths here. Dropping the hips. And on your last breath, make it the deepest breath you've taken. And then step that left foot back. Again, maybe circling through the spine or taking a few cat-cows. Maybe you want to take child's pose, finding something that works for you. Coming back to center and then sitting all the way back, taking your legs out in front of you and moving into our seated forward fold. So sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to use my pillow here. You can use your bolster. If you want, you can keep your legs wider, and you can even like set up some blocks to make it a more supported forward fold if you have blocks. If not, we're sitting up nice and tall. Arms up, inhale, and exhale, fold forward for 5 breaths. Folding as far forward as you can, breathing deeply. Maybe you want to grab your pillow. Flexing the feet. A few more breaths here. On your last breath, rolling all the way up, moving the pillow off to the side, and then coming to the center of your mat and lying all the way down, using your elbows to help you get there. Your feet stay planted on your mat, keeping your blocks, your bolster, or your pillow nearby. Or if you don't have any of those, also a blanket could work. So you're planting the feet, bringing them a little closer to your glutes. Hands come down to the mat. And then you're going to inhale, lift the hips up, grab your bolster pillow block, and then slide it right underneath your low back. So you're coming into a supported bridge pose. So adjust yourself. You can have the block on the low setting or turn it to the high setting, whatever works best for you. And then settle in here. Try to release the glutes. If you want, you can extend your legs out. That will be a little bit more of an intense back bend, or you can keep your feet on the mat if that feels a little bit too much. That could be the case if you're using the block on the high mode setting. Your hands can come to the belly. They can come onto the mat beside you. And we're just here for 5 breaths. Try to release, try to relax. This is one of my favorite postures to do at the end of the practice. To just really release the hips, release the low back. Just feels so, so good. A few more breaths here. One more deep inhale and exhale. If your legs were extended, bring the feet back to the mat. And then slowly inhale, lift the hips up, move that pillow or bolster or block, and then slowly lower all the way down. Allow for the body to rebound just for a few seconds here, a couple breaths. And then you're bringing your knees into your chest, squeezing them in. Grabbing either the outside of your feet or interlacing the index and middle finger onto your big toe, moving into happy baby. Your feet are up towards the ceiling, your knees are out to the sides and bent. If you can't even manage to do this one today, you can always grab the backs of your thighs. This is a good variation or modification for the pose. It gives you the exact same feeling and sensation as happy baby. Same benefits. You're pushing your tailbone towards the mat. And you're just here for another 4 breaths. Feet are pushing towards the ceiling, pulling them down at the same time, releasing the hips. On your last breath, make it the deepest inhale and exhale. Before letting go, maybe straightening out one leg and the other, rocking side to side, finding a bit of movement in your happy baby. And then coming back towards center, bringing both knees in towards your chest, squeezing them in. And then dropping both knees to the right, extending the left arm long, keeping your shoulder to the mat. And you can look past your left shoulder if that feels good on your neck. If you want a little bit more, you can extend that right leg down, keeping the left leg bent, really holding your left leg with your right arm as an anchor. Try to release through the low back. A few more breaths here. And then coming back through center, bringing both knees in towards your chest. And then dropping both knees now to the left. Right arm extends. Shoulder is to the mat. Again, you can look past your right arm if that feels good on your neck. And if you want a little bit more, extend that left leg down, keeping the left arm on the right leg as an anchor. Try to release through the low back. Try not to force anything here. Don't force your leg towards the mat or the ground. Just relax the body, relax the spine. Couple more breaths. And then inhale, coming back through center, bringing the knees into the chest one more time, rocking side to side, circling the knees. And then releasing the feet to the mat. Get nice and comfy here. If you want to go into that same variation we did in the beginning with the pillow behind your back in that supported back bend, you can do that. Or you can keep your feet on the mat, knees internally rotated, or you can even bring your feet together, knees externally rotated out to the side. Just find a comfortable position that you can rest in for the next 5 minutes. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your toes, relaxing your feet, your legs, your thighs, and your hips. Relaxing the low back, relaxing the belly, allowing the breath to soften completely, almost like a whisper. Relaxing through the fingers, the hands, and the wrists. Relaxing your arms, your neck. Releasing your jaw. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Allowing your entire body to melt onto the mat. Knowing there is absolutely no rush here. And trying to allow your mind to freely wander. Imagining your thoughts like scenes from a movie on a huge screen. That you are simply observing and watching without judgment. If you start holding on to any particular thought or get distracted, maybe count your inhales and exhales. Think back to the intention you set for your practice. You have 3 more minutes in your restful, silent Shavasana. And I will guide you back once it's time. Slowly start to deepen your breath, bringing your awareness back to your body. Without any rush at all. Inviting small movements back to the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe taking a full body stretch, extending the arms up over your head. And then slowly, whenever you're ready, turning onto your favorite side and just laying there for a moment. And then pushing yourself up, using your arms up into a comfortable seated position on your mat. Bringing your palms together at your chest and then rubbing them together to create some warmth and heat. Placing your hands over your eyes for your final moments to yourself. Maybe massaging your temples, massaging your ears, your shoulders, your neck. Meeting with your palms back at the chest. We'll seal today's practice with 3 cleansing breaths together. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. We're just going to inhale through our nose. Our arms will come up overhead, and then we'll exhale through our mouth. Palms will come back down through center at the chest. Whenever you're ready, release all the air out to prepare. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for choosing my video to guide you through your practice today. I hope you end up having a super restful and pleasant, peaceful sleep. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that it helps with your sleep. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe, like, share this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.